The eukaryotic cell is a complex and busy place, but can be split into two major parts, the nucleus and the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is the part of the cell outside the nucleus, and contains all of the cell's organelles. Each organelle has a specific task that it must do to keep the cell running smoothly. My first drawing will be of an animal cell. The nucleus is the control center of the cell. It contains the cell's DNA, the instructions for making proteins and other important molecules. The endoplasmic reticulum is where lipid components of the cell membrane are assembled, along with proteins and other materials that are exported from the cell. Ribosomes are small particles found throughout the cytoplasm that produce proteins by following instructions from the DNA. The cytoskeleton helps the cell maintain its shape and is also involved in the movement of materials. Lysosomes break down lipids, carbohydrates, and proteins into small molecules that can be used by the rest of the cell. Centrioles are located near the nucleus and help organize cell division. Mitochondria convert the chemical energy stored in food into compounds that are more convenient for the cell to use. Vacuoles are large sac-like membranes that store materials like water, salt, protein, and carbohydrates. Vesicles store and move materials between cell organelles as well as to and from the cell surface. The Golgi apparatus modifies, stores, and packages proteins and other materials for storage in the cell or release outside the cell. The cell membrane is made of a lipid bilayer, which allows it to regulate what enters and leaves the cell. This also protects and supports the cell. The plant cell has many of the same organelles as an animal cell, but lacks lysosomes. In addition to all of the other organelles, the plant cell has chloroplast. Chloroplast captures energy from sunlight and converts it into food that contains chemical energy in a process called photosynthesis. This chemical energy can then be taken by the mitochondria and turned into compounds more easily used by the cell. The other difference between a plant cell and an animal cell is the plant cell has a cell wall. The main function of the cell wall is to support and protect the cell.